Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play one of the most boring chapters in Fire Emblem, aka Chapter 16. It's nothing much going on. I was actually gonna warp skip it, but then I was like, wait, this map is so easy, it'd be a waste to warp skip. But I almost wish I did, cause really nothing's going on. There are reinforcements, but they're only from where the boss is, and the boss is in a very enclosed area, so nobody at the back of my army is gonna get killed. But yeah, I guess you can just see. There are a few waves of enemies, most of them start moving when you're within 2 movements range of them. Yeah, really? All this chapter does is gives me a Night Crest at the end that I can use to promote somebody, which won't be happening until chapter 16, obviously. Yeah, you can reliably recruit Percival on turn 2 by placing Elfen 2 tiles below the forest. He'll always move at the same spot, he'll always be within range of Elfen to talk to him. Or lull him. Doesn't matter. The Valkyries are annoying just because they're really dodgy. These Valkyries are fast and have high luck. And Boars doesn't double them because they're fast. And Horse Slayers, as you probably know, are only effective against Cavaliers and Paladins in this game. It's pretty obnoxious, but oh well. Luckily, Wendy is able to hit a 50 with the Slim Lance. Very nice. Because otherwise, that'd probably be a bit of a pain. I don't know if the Valkyrie would have doubled her. Oh yeah, here's Garrett. We're not recruiting him. Because at this point in the game, I just have a bunch of Paladins and a bunch of Flyers. No reason to deploy what units I'm not allowed to use anymore. Not allowed to use in combat anyways, is what I mean. The village to the right has a Hammern, so you really don't want that to get destroyed. Also, for some reason, Garrett's AI and the AI of the Brigands with him is set to only move 50% of the time. Sometimes they'll just do nothing. Sometimes they will move. It's not reliable. That's annoying, but even if they always move, you can get to the village in time. I kind of wish Boars had 1 or 2 more points of strength, but it's not a huge deal. This chapter's, as I said earlier, very simple. All the enemies don't move from the start, they only move when you approach them. There are like 5 waves of 4 Cavaliers. It's pretty annoying, because half of them have javelins, so I'd have to do some tricks in order to kill them all on enemy phase. Or I could have just had a hand axe. That probably would have done the trick, but I did not bring a hand axe for some reason. Even if I did, it probably would have broke. Yeah, Garrett is he's a guy. He's not scary at all, because he's not gonna hit with either his hand axe or devil axe. Or is it a steel axe? I actually don't remember. I think it's a steel axe. Also, there are quite a few longbow archers that obviously aren't scary because longbows are awful, but they are annoying because it's impossible to kill them on enemy phase. Unless you do some weird positioning where they can't attack you at 3 range. presence of wyverns on this map would be scary, but all of them only move when you're in range, so... Unless you're just stupid and leave somebody in range of them, you're not gonna get surprised and get somebody killed by them. Yeah, boars get skill, which is nice because his hit rates are always shaky, and I don't like them. But yeah, there's like no chance of me failing this chapter as long as I have boars do everything, because nothing's gonna kill boars. There's like an armor slayer mercenary that does like 8 damage to boars if he hits. That's like the only physical enemy who does damage to him. And then the Valkyries just won't hit. This boars is very dodgy. It's capped speed and luck. Which is 72 base avoid? Yeah. He has more avoid than basically any unit I have would if they're in a forest. It's pretty silly. He has like almost 100 avoid in forests. Like, good luck hitting him. Though he might just not hit you either, because it's boars and his skill is not very high. On average, it should be higher than what it is, but whatever. You can give him secret books. It's okay. In fact, did we already give him a secret book? I can't remember. I think we did. Or did we give it to Barth? Oh yeah, that's right, we gave it to Barth. Because Barth's skill is even more shaky. And we need him to hit things as well. But yeah, here I just place myself on that forest so that I'll get attacked in one range by most cavaliers, and I'll be able to kill most of them on enemy phase. I one-shot all of them with a Horse Slayer, but my Horse Slayer has limited uses. So yeah, our goal is to just wait out these guys. They're not a threat to boars at all in the slightest, but to everybody else, they would have strength in numbers. So I think even against Barth, they do a bit of damage. And they might double them, though I did give him the speed wings. So I think he actually doubles some of them when they have steel lances equipped, which is really funny. Like, imagine being so slow you get doubled by Barth. I kill Garrett, which is very sad. I'm so sad I had to kill best unit in the game, Garrett. Best Berserker in the game, maybe. Actually, no, that's Geese. Geese is a Giga Chad, as we know. As you can see, AI, when they're wounded, they just get really weird and just move away, and sometimes deactivate. Like that guy just decided, oh, I'm gonna leave. See ya, but not leave far. I'm just gonna move next to a fort. Not even go on the fort. Just be next to it. And then he starts moving again. I don't know what the AI even thinks, but it's definitely interesting. It'd be kind of funny if another game besides Thracia had enemy dancers that danced. That was pretty funny in Thracia, having enemies dancing for each other. Yeah, wyverns are super bulky. I can only really one-round them with, like, silver axes or steel axe. I could probably one around with the Steel Axe, yeah. Though, Steel Axe has like, what, 50 hit? 55 hit? Even with Weapon Triangle, that's like 65 hit. Not the best. Armorin is nice because it's essentially 12 warp uses extra we get. Or we can use it to repair, say, Armads if we need to, though. I don't think we'll need to repair it. We might, though. We'll get Malta... not super shortly, but soon enough we'll get Malta. Which is a good to have. Because it's half of our legendary weapon options for us to use. I forget what Malta gives. I think it's +5 skill, which isn't the most useful, but... Or is it res? I actually don't remember. Either way, it's not an important stat. Still nice, though. Just to have a strong weapon that's effective against wyverns and manikeets. Because normally you can get away with using stuff like worm slayers on those enemies, but nope. We don't have any normal dragon effective weapons that are either lances or axes. Now, the boss Wraith, he's super weak. Though most bosses in this game are super weak. This guy's an extra level of weak. Like with most bosses, I usually bust out a decent weapon. For this guy, I'm like, okay, Iron Lance time. Kinda like Flare in that regard, except this guy does get terrain bonuses. His stats are just bad. Though, there will be some annoying bosses in the future. Arshin won't be one, because we can one-shot him with Armads, but probably a couple others will be. But yeah, just gonna heal Boars for that EXP and then C's. So that concludes chapter 16. So thanks, or 15, not 16. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.